the Gospel according to St. Matthew, the Gospel according to St. Luke, and St. Mark. These three Gospels are referred to as the Synoptic Gospels. Synoptic means identical. So there are certain stories mentioned in the Gospel of Matthew, similarly mentioned in the Gospel of Luke, and to somewhat degree in the Gospel of St. Mark. So that's why they're called Synoptic Gospels, these three, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, because similar stories. However, when you read in Matthew 5, these, blessed are the poor in the spirit, it is also mentioned in the Gospel of Luke. It is also mentioned in the Gospel of Luke, but much shorter version, much shorter. And maybe this is for your own information, and maybe one will come and ask you, how come this Beatitudes mentioned in Matthew are not the same way mentioned in Luke? Is there a discrepancy in the Holy Bible? Of course not. It's the Word of God. God is the author. But why is it different? For one reason. Saint Matthew focused on the talking of Christ. Saint Luke focused on the deeds of Christ. So Saint Luke did not focus on the way, on the Lord's speaking. He focused more on the Lord's doings. But Saint Matthew focused more so on the Lord's speaking than the Lord's doings. That's why the story mentioned in the Gospel of Matthew, it is mentioned in details because Saint Matthew focused on what Jesus said rather than what Jesus did. And Saint Luke focused on what Jesus did rather than what Jesus said. That's why Saint Luke, you'll see, most of the time Jesus did this and Jesus did that. Matthew says Jesus said this and Jesus said that. That's why it is more in detail in Matthew than in Luke or in Mark.